on to the next review here with I Have No Bones, Yet I Must Flee. Obvious callback to the old Harlan Ellison story, I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. But other than that, that's the only resemblance I think there. But we have Mariner's first day on, first full day as Lieutenant Junior Grade. And it starts off, again, spoiler warnings. I always go into the deeper. I'm not going to do a spoiler-free one because there's no way to do one and adequately cover this. It's good. Yeah, next time. No, I'm going to go into detail here. So we're starting off, and we have Shax and Ransom basically recreating the scene in the kind of a workout scene between Crusher and Troy back. I think it was the Price. I think where they're both in the exact same outfits, which is very bizarre. But they're going at it, and the topic of Mariner and her promotion comes up, and just as Mariner's about to walk in, she overhears Ransom saying, "Don't worry, we're pretty soon she won't be my problem anymore." Then she figures, okay, that's it. She's being set up. So she sets it upon her, and they're getting ready to go on a mission here. For I forget exactly what, but it's basically, yeah, okay. No, we can get back into it because I didn't rewatch it recently. I just what the latest one was. I'll get to next time. But they're going to retrieve a couple of humans that have gotten caught up in yet another alien menagerie. And some of the some of the zookeepers around have learned, no, human event, call Starfleet, they'll come pick them up. Just keep them happy and comfortable. Well, Mariner decides that she's going to be demoted this time. It's going to be on her terms. So she shows up at the shuttle bay with Commander Ransom and Ensign Gary. Fresh-faced little guy. You got to feel sorry for the guy. He's just all wide. Hi. And she shows up. She's still in her workout shorts and tank top and the sneaker. She's not getting it over. No, I'm going to be totally cash today. Calling him Jack and all that stuff. So they, instead of the nice, smooth, easy landing, she kicks on the thrusters at full thing and comes skidding into the, and yet Ransom is not. That's perfectly fine, Lieutenant. That's okay. He's not jumping at her. It's like which is just sort of frustrating, getting more in her. But they go along, and this zoo. Apparently, the zookeeper is sort of a sentient banana type. It's weird, but he seems very pleasant. Oh yes, we have him here. We have him over here, but they're not really a big draw anyway. There are other creatures. We get a look at one little thing, a little Pokemon type thing called the Moopsie. In fact, in typical Pokemon fashion, Moopsie, this little blue plum ball there, just kind of bouncing around, looking all cute and thing. And Mariner's making all kinds of snide remarks, trying to get Ransom's goat, if anything. Yeah, she's being disrespectful to this, other guy we need to stay on good relations for. But he's still not getting down on her. And as they go along, and then they go over to, there's where the humans are. They're in their enclosure. But, but they point out that, not really. There are big draws, really. The slime gobblers over there, the big, huge, ugly creatures, like a horror show. And at that moment, they notice the Moopsie's gotten out. And the reaction from the caretakers, holy, it's losing. What? And the point that what? The cutest little thing in there. Every creature in here is horribly is dangerous. It's like I know the point of it. And as it pops into into the thing, and then appears in the swamp gobblers thing, and the Moopsie, and then latches on his blood. It'll drink your blood. How do you drink your blood? And it just latches on to the back of this thing, and just like and the creature collapses, and it's just a heap of just flesh because it just sucks the bones right out of the creature, and gets the other one too, and then they crack, and then now they're running for their lives because it comes back out and it starts Moopsie both around. And at some point during this, when they hold up in what they think is just a closed room, and it can't quite get in, Ransom has a little thing. What is gotten into you? And he goes, I heard you say, but I'm going to be your problem. So you're going to demote me. No, that's not it. I'm going to make sure you finally get off so you stop being a pain in the butt to get you to believe in yourself, for God's sake. It means Ransom is not a total jackass. Yes, he is very full of himself, but he's not wrong on a lot of things. He believes, Mariner needs someone who's actually going to stick with her, and let her encourage her to actually make something of herself. And that kind of thing. Oh man, now she feels bad about it, But and they get in the thing. Okay, they kind of open the doors long enough for the Moopsie to jump in. They go out, close the doors, and then find out, no, they just let the Moopsie into the control room. All the lights come back on, and Moopsie just bounce around and hits the thrusters, and now it's barreling into the planet. And it's like, oh, crap. So now we got, figure out a way to get Moopsie out of the room. Meanwhile, while this is going on, I'm back on the Cerritos. Rutherford is on a quest to get promoted by the end of the day so he can line up back with the other friends who got promoted last week, because he's still an ensign at this point. And he's, how can I be? And he starts working on trying to do some wonderful engineering thing to impress Billups. And he does where he improves the warp, the efficiency of the warp, reactor by 0.05%. Well, yeah, it'd be great, except this other guy did it, he did it a few hours ago, 0.6. So a rivalry between him and the new guy. I forget his name, but just smug little thing. No. And so Rutherford is running himself ragged, trying to come up with something impressive, impress Billups to get that promotion and get the, and it gets so he's just finally at his wit's end, and to the point where he shows him, all right, I get this, and well, yeah, it'd be great, except we'll get to you right after this promotion. He's about to pin the pip on this other guy, and Tindy, for a second, pulls a little rank, Lieutenant, shut him, and then gets Rutherford to focus. And, gee, I never should have turned those other promotions, all this other stuff. You what? He'd been turning down like 4 or 5 promotions, so he wanted to stay with his friends. And all the thing he turned down for, solving that price, and that, and then Tindy, just before he pins it, hey, Billups, can Rutherford get promoted for taking the hull off the ship? When the rescued another ship last. Oh yeah, sure. Here we go. Sorry, new guy. Toss him the pip. He's now Lieutenant Junior grade. And now it's the other guy's turn to go, Rutherford. And so it ends happy on that front. Meanwhile, back on the station, as it's starting to plummet down, they figure, okay, this thing wants bones. Let's give it some bones. And he tells, no, but hit me. No, hit me. And just starts knocking out teeth. And they put a little trail of teeth to get it back to its enclosure. Of course, Ransom now has no. They finally get it back in his enclosure again. And it's okay, but get the humans. They've restabilized the station, and they're talking to humans. Hey, okay, wait, hey, wasn't that panel upside down? And they had rigged it. Got us to rig it, so they were able to let the Moopsie out. They were behind the whole thing. So it's like, okay, yeah. No, so they decide, we're not going to take them back just yet. We're going to leave them here to learn the lesson and make sure the Moopsie can't get out again. A new caretaker said, we'll send another ship in about 6 months or so. So, that will pay back for the little crap they caused. And so everything's all fine, and Ransom has new teeth, and he's very tight, kind of like people get brand new implants, and they got a constantly big toothy smiles. Avoid any solid food for a few days until the veneers set in. Okay, you were very good today, Mariners. Make peace on that. And so Mariners, got the right attitude now, and things are progressing. So yeah, and again, that's the thing. Character growth has been a part of the show ever since, really. This is not season 1 Mariner, and none of the characters are the same as they were when they started off. They have all grown. They're all different people now. And so everyone is now pretty much, yes, we are now committed to our jobs here. We're gonna, Mariner's got her drive back, so to start making something of herself. And it is a good show. It is treated where laughs heavy now, and I think this last one really, it wasn't. I mean, there's a few Easter eggs for certain creatures you see in the menagerie here and there. Like there's that 3-headed snake thing that Q appeared as in the second appearance in Next Gen. But other than that, it's a lot of some visual stuff with creatures, but it's not reference. It's like they're settling down. Again, And there is some actual progression here. There is some serious storytelling going on. It is a good Star Trek show. You just got to learn to go with the flow here, okay? Again, it's not them trying to show off so much as trying to prove the fact. Yes, we're one of you. We know this stuff, and we know how to reference it. And we're having fun. Have fun with us, okay? So, on that note, I will get to the next episode soon. Till then, we'll talk at you later.